Why is the NDA even relevant to the brand which you pointed out is a strong brand that already exists, which is the brand of the Prime Minister? Ashwini ji.
I think BJP has always been very positive towards their partners. And if you see in the history, uh, despite it was very clear that Akali Dal, there were problems in Punjab. Uh, there were several issues, but still they continue with uh, Akali Dal for long. And the alliance was broken only uh, at the behest of the Akali Dal only, not because of the BJP. Similarly, if you see other alliances also, BJP has always been honoring alliances, whereas in this opposition uh, get together, we see these alliances are basically the kind of opportunist kind of alliances where they don't have any common agenda. For example, if you see, you call democracy, Congress and left both are against TMC on the very issue of democratic agenda. Now, if you see, and if you say that these many number of opposition parties, they are joining hands and they have so much of votes. This party has got this much percentage of vote. This party this. I always say this, that politics though is not my cup of tea, but I always say that politics is never mathematics. You can't add up numbers and say that this alliance will win or this alliance will not win. So therefore, I think more of opportunist approach. I'm sorry to say this, but more of the opportunist kind of approach is there, because many political parties are joining hands, which are not seeing eye to eye to each. I can't hear you.
I agree with you in principle, Ashwini ji, but the same criticism could be made of the BJP today, given what's happening in Maharashtra, Yashwant. And I want to take that to you. You know, you've been in a way saying the BJP needs to be careful in taking into the party fold or in taking into its alliance fold individuals and entities that it has been criticizing. You've done interesting poll work in both Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. You know, what Ashwini ji says is correct. This is seen to be an opportunist gathering. The point is, the BJP, which once would have self-identified as a party with a difference, today is doing something similar, many people would argue, in Maharashtra.
Absolutely. I mean, and the Maharashtra steps have not really gone down very well with their own support base. You know, our snap poll over there has clearly shown almost half of the BJP support base has kind of not approved it in that way. But somehow, at the end of the day, when the Lok Sabha elections happen, their supporters are going to vote for brand Modi, if I may say so. कि पी लेंगे सह लेंगे कर लेंगे वाले अंदाज में, you know, but yes, Karnataka was another play where, you know, the imports did not really work well, and Madhya Pradesh, they are facing huge problems, by the way. We have discussed that. So yeah, I mean, those kind of situations, those kind of things are going to have an impact. I think targeting the opposition alliance as something like dishonest or corrupt or something like opportunistic in terms. I think BJP used these kind of campaign works to target opposition brilliantly earlier, but their own actions in the recent past has kind of taken that swag away on these particular points. Still, as far as branding is concerned, I believe the biggest political brand in India at this point of time remains Modi, and BJP would like to bulldoze every other counter or narrative, you know, with that kind of a road roller. That's what they should do ideally, and they would be doing that. Rest of everything is kind of immaterial.
Yeah.
I don't think people are way too interested now in terms of, you know, opportunistic or not. I mean, those kind of party with the difference kind of a thing, I don't think that halo is there anymore. That is kind of diluted.
Yeah. Let me bring Rahul in. What is the biggest challenge then, Rahul Dev, for the opposition at this point?
First is to seat sharing. And I'm sure it is going to take place state by state. It cannot happen at the national level. So the biggest hurdle in any such alliance is seat sharing. How many seats for whom? And as everyone has pointed out, so I don't need to repeat the problems in complications in West Bengal, in several other places. Uh, Kerala, for example. So we all know them. So now the opposition, this new alliance has to show its seriousness, its commitment to unity, and its ability to sacrifice some of their own seats and some of their own benefits for the collective benefit. If they are able to show this maturity and are also able to create a collective narrative which has the narrative at least should not have contradictions. You can have state level contradictions, ground level contradictions. They are, everyone knows them, but they must have a united, a unifying narrative which is powerful, which appeals to the people. It addresses their concerns, and concerns have been growing in the country for the past several, I would say, recent past. As Yashwant has already pointed out, the party with a difference is gone. It is now a party out to win at any cost.
Yeah.
Political morality be damned. So that moral
But the
superiority or
challenge,
moral edge
yes.
is gone.
But the challenge for the opposition will be, as I think has already been said by everybody, to present a narrative that is beyond we are anti-Modi. We are united by being anti-Modi. You need a positive narrative to take to the people. What is that narrative, right? Rachit, I'm very much hoping you can hear us and we can hear you. Let's try and bring you in. Go ahead, Rachit.
The narrative which everybody spoke was indicative in the statement which was released yesterday, the joint statement. The joint statement spoke about, we will protect the rights of everyone, including minorities and Kashmiri Pandits, Dalits, OBCs, SC, STs, everybody. Then the narrative also spoke about caste census. So you must remember, Barkha, this entire thing began from Nitish Kumar first going to meet Khargeji, the Congress president at that point of time. And then a wider discussion took place. So, and both the parties who are ruling Bihar right now, Tejaswi and Nitish Kumar, they have been demanding, caste census. In fact, they had to have a caste survey separately. So this entire Mandal thing, which is coming up again, in terms of the narrative building, is one such thing which they want to observe apart from the nomenclature, the nationalism, India. That is one thing. The other thing is about how to reach out to the weaker sections. And since you were talking about schemes and I couldn't reply at that point of time, one of the biggest scheme of UPA, if somebody remembers, it was Bharat Nirman. It was named Bharat, not India. And as Dilip Cherianji had mentioned, that Mamta ji first said, India, that is Bharat, while she was announcing or maybe re-announcing the name of the alliance. It made it clear that, that we, because there was some internal discussion about what would be it called in Hindi, okay,
right,
or in any other language. So that way, that answers the question about normal.
I want to just bring in, we're getting, it's a developing story, but we're getting information that that a complaint has been filed against this alliance name. And I will not be surprised if somebody cites the emblem code or something to say a political alliance can't be called India. I just want anyone's thoughts on that. Okay. Yes, the complainant has said that the emblem code has been violated. Dilip, do you see this running into legal troubles before we close? Yeah, Dilip Cherian, go ahead, Dilip.
Yeah, I think that, mnemonics of this kind don't get covered under any code.